What's going on YouTube? It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for another What Sold video. And typically, it's always sunshine and roses. I'm showing you the top items I sold this past week so that you can be on the lookout for them when you're out hitting up those garage sales and thrift stores. But this week, it's a little different. I'm showing you the good and the bad. Stay tuned. So interesting little sale here. This is a bunker bomb alarm clock. It's like an extremely loud alarm clock, and it's got another piece here that goes under the mattress and shakes you. I'm not real sure, but it's new in the package. Picked it up at Goodwill when my daughter and I went up to Virginia doing some thrifting. Paid $4 for it at Goodwill, and it sold for $46. It ended up being new in the box. I love selling these old golf head covers. You can usually get them pretty cheap. Paid $1 for this Looney Tunes Sylvester the Cat head cover, and it sold for $24.99. It's actually going to Canada. Buyers all in over $35 for this thing. Not a bad sale.
Suffering succotash.
So I don't even really know what this is. It says Donnie Thompson's Bow Tie by Spud Inc. Not really sure what it is. I think it's some kind of weightlifting thing. It's kind of weird looking. But Goodwill had two of them sitting out for $3 a piece. I thought they were unique, so I looked them up, and that's kind of how I find half the stuff that I sell. If it looks unusual and if I've never seen it before, I'll look it up. Paid $3 for it. Comps looked good, and it sold for $45.
You just put it on like this, get it up in there, go over the head, and then you can take these straps and adjust it to where you want it. And so now I got it right where I want it, and I'm very comfortable, and I can wear it to bench press, wear it to squat, wear it to do shoulder work. But the thing what it does, it's evenly distribute compression around the glenoids. That's all it is.
So I'm definitely not a video game guy. If I was, I probably would not have paid this much for this stuff. But I paid $30 at a garage sale for this Nintendo DS, cool Nerf case, and this Professor Layton and the Diabolical box. I've got the charger and pins and paperwork and everything. It's in really good condition, mint condition, and I still made a profit. It sold for $79 on eBay, but probably wouldn't take that risk again. So I'm actually on the way to a local meetup because I just sold a pair of overalls, and not just any overalls, they are orange overalls. It's a Clemson tradition that you wear orange overalls during game day, or some folks do. Been around for a while. I paid like $3.50 for these 2 years ago. Got them for my daughter. She wore them for 2 seasons. Finally grew out of them, and they just sold on eBay for $42. And the cool thing is I get to meet this person and don't have to ship them. So definitely be on the lookout for orange overalls. It may surprise you what they bring. So this is a set of like daily Bible studies by William Barclay. I've got 17 of these, pay 25 cents a piece. So what's that, $4.25? And I'm actually missing one. The complete set would have been 18, but the 17 that I have sold for $67.50. Not too bad. I actually picked these up while I was out picking with Adam from Baldy Pal Picking and Wyatt from Rewilded Reselling. Wyatt's got his video out on that adventure. You should definitely go check it out. We all found some really cool stuff, but in the end, Wyatt and I found some really neat contraptions. You definitely need to go check that out. I'll try and link it in the description down below. So I am not a jewelry guy by any stretch of the imagination. I know nothing about it. So this next item, I may have sold it too cheap. I may have gotten lucky and got more than it's actually worth. I really couldn't find good comps on it. But it's a 14 karat gold charm of a USC Gamecock. My mom actually brought it to me. I believe she paid like $2 for it at a garage sale. Brought it to me to put on eBay, and sure enough, it sold for 60 bucks. So I've had this Viper slot car racing set for right at a year. Kids and I played with it for a little bit. Picked it up for $5 from Goodwill. And like I said, I've been sitting on it a while. I've had several lowball offers of like 20 and 30 bucks, but I just let it sit. It's been sitting on the shelf. Finally, it sold for a full price of $70. So I went to Once Upon a Child the other day to sell some of my kids' clothes. That video's up here. But I found this bag of puppets laying there. It's actually 26 puppets, one for each letter of the alphabet. They're made by FAO Schwartz and Toys R Us from like 2011. Really cool. I'll put some better pictures up here. All the way from A down to Z, alligator to zebra. There's also a Exami hair streak. I have no idea what that is, but there's a vulture, a quail. I mean, check out this octopus. How cute is that? Seriously. But I ended up paying $10.21 for them because I had a 20% off coupon. And I sold them on eBay in 2 days for 80 bucks. I actually had them listed for $92.50, but that offer came in and it was too good to turn down. Next item, or combination of items, might be one of the strangest things I've ever sold on eBay. I was at Goodwill one night while I was waiting on my daughter to get out of dance, and they had this big like equipment bag sitting there. They wanted $22 for everything. I looked at some of the stuff inside, looked up comps, and decided to buy it. And let me show you two of the things that just sold out of it. So these are field hockey hand protectors. This was what a goalie would wear. You'd put your hand in here so you could swat the puck or ball or whatever they use in field hockey away. And this one you actually would stick your hand in here and it has a hole so you can hold your stick as well. And then these are actually goalie foot pads. Put these over your shoes, and they're not in great condition. But you put these over your shoes so that once again you get hit, it's not going to hurt you. Paid $22 for the whole bag full of stuff, like I said, and these sold for $50. These sold for $55. So not a bad pickup, and I've still got some like knee guards and a helmet and 2 sticks left to sell. So turned out pretty good. And now the not so cool stuff that happens on eBay. Remember these shoes? Picked them up from a garage sale for $5 and wasn't a big deal that she didn't like them. Ended up selling them on eBay for $48. Yeah, well, obviously I've got them back. I got a return, first one in like months. And they actually sent me a message saying that they just didn't fit. No other problems, that they just didn't fit and they'd have to wear them for 12 hours since they were a nurse. No big deal, send them back. Except I don't have free returns. I've got buyer paid returns. So how do they get around that? Well, when they chose the reason for return, they put doesn't match description or photos, put that the shoes didn't fit and the soles are worn. Well, there's definitely no wear on these soles, as you can see. They might be a little dingy, but other than that, they're fine. And how do I fight that? Well, I don't. Message eBay, and you know, to me it's abusive of the system, but it happens. It is what it is. I'll get them relisted and resold. I just out the shipping fee there and out the shipping fee back. It's kind of a bummer. Finally, you guys may remember I sold a Harley Davidson like necklace, pendant, locket thingy. Check out the feedback I got on that. So yeah, first negative feedback in over a year, and that's kind of upsetting because I definitely pride myself in positive feedback. And the worst thing is they didn't even reach out and let me know. They just left the feedback. I actually reached out to them when I saw it and asked, you know, did this happen in shipping? If so, let's file a claim. If you're unhappy, you know, send it back. I'll take the return. They didn't want any of it. They said they had taken it to get repaired and they wanted it. And I said, well, how about taking that feedback off? No response. But it is what it is. It's all part of doing business.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.